If you don't believe me, then go ahead and Google me, honey. If you're ready to boss up, make sure that you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I am going to publish a new video. Okay, all right. We are live. Hey, y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? We're going to let a few people jump on here. I see Renovia is already on. Girl, you quick with it. You are quick with it. Yep, you are quick with it. We're going to try to get this thing popping and move it real quick tonight. YaDigg. We're not going to stay on here too long.
All right.
We'll see if we can get some folks up on here. We normally go live in the morning time, so we're gonna see what we can get, but they'll replay it and
right
in a few minutes. Okay, we got a few people coming in. Y'all get up in here, get on up in here. Come on,
come through.
Time to
y'all
get
come see
up. Come on through.
Get bossed up.
Time to get bossed up.
I know that's right.
Okay.
And where you at again? I'm sorry.
I'm in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
I'm in Dallas. Now I speak real loud, so tell me if I might need to turn my mic down because I'm real country.
Right.
You
good over here?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Morning Chats this week. Yes, ma'am. I had a really, really busy week, a crazy week, and I was just not able to go live on Tuesday this week, but next week on Tuesdays and Fridays we will definitely be going live. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump right on into it. Welcome to Tea Talk. I'm T, and today I have a special, very, very special guest, YaDigg Designs, here with me today. And today on the channel I wanted to interview some different people, not just people who've been in for a long time. I want to get a different perspective on different things. So we're gonna interview Miss Faye and talk about how you got started. Kind of tell us, introduce yourself, and kind of tell me a little bit about your story.
All right. Well, like you said, I'm Faye, aka YaDigg. I started printing almost 4 years ago. Started my YouTube channel about 3 years ago, and ever since then, just been on this journey printing different types of printing and just sharing my experience with people, mistakes and all. But
right.
Yeah.
So what made you decide that you wanted to do t-shirts? Do you just do t-shirts or you do other things also?
Yeah, I mainly do t-shirts. Well, I do a lot of socks, a lot of sublimation actually.
Okay.
But
so what kind of got you into the business?
Well, it just all started. I've always been pretty creative, and I saw my sister starting to print t-shirts, and it made me curious because I always loved t-shirts. I love that you can express yourself with your clothing. I've always been into that. So I saw her making her own t-shirts, and I was like, wow, if I could do that, I just want to express myself. And I started asking her questions, and then I started hopping on YouTube. Saw Stan Banks. Everybody know who that is. Hopped on his videos, and just from there, it was just an outlet, a way to be creative.
Okay. Y'all, let me just jump up in here right quick. When you talk about you talk about being creative, girl, you got some stuff going on. So when I came up on one of your videos, and then I was like, man, I gotta go and check this out because she's so real. Right. I just want to put this up for y'all real quick. We're gonna take some. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute, but I'm gonna put this up. Y'all go check out this shop right here, because when I tell y'all this is you got some talent. Okay?
I appreciate that.
Some talent. So we're gonna leave that up for a minute. Kind of tell me a little bit about your design style, because it's not what you see your everyday just run of the mill, thing that you see out here. It's popping. It's popping.
Well, I appreciate that. It's just more of me like things I would like to wear,
Yeah.
so it's just all from my mind. I'm into like 90s type retro vibes,
Hmm.
like t-shirt vibes, and yeah, that's just me. It's literally me.
So it's literally you. So and those are the customers that you're reaching. So are you mainly just on Etsy reaching the customers, or how are you reaching out to people?
Yeah, I get a lot of I do a lot of sales on Etsy, but I do a lot of like inbox sales right now until I want to get a website put together, which is in the works. But I'm trying to build it. I'm a perfectionist, so I want a certain
Yeah,
way. I want it to run a certain way and it be a certain thing without saying too much, because what I mean, it's gonna be a little
right,
different.
right, right,
But
right, exactly.
yeah. So right now, that's just mainly what I'm doing.
Okay, so okay, so you decide you want to do t-shirts. Let me back up. Let me back up because I done got excited. I done got excited. So let me back up a little bit. So you decided that you wanted to do t-shirts, and so then when you decided you wanted to do shirts, how did what form of printing did you like? Kind of tell me a little bit about that. Like,
Okay.
what did you buy first and all of that?
The first thing I went with, honestly, I bought a heat press. Just that was the first thing I bought, and then I had stumbled upon like plastisol transfers.
Okay.
So I honestly started just designing stuff and getting transfers made and pressing. Then I graduated and got me a little Cricut. I started cutting vinyl and I thought I was
That
hot
crooked,
stuff
right? Crooked.
on the Cricut. Yeah, Team
Yeah,
Cricut. You know what I mean? Humble beginnings.
right on that crooked. Okay, okay.
Right.
And
Getting
so then
money.
you start cutting the vinyl and everything, and then you just one thing just kind of took you to another.
Right.
So when you jumped in, like, who was your customer? Did you just jump in, start doing it, and jump on Etsy, or was you dealing with friends and family hitting the block? How
Hitting the block. Um, Honestly, when I first started, I didn't know who my audience was. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just printing up things I thought were cool
Yeah,
and getting all these transfers, and not all on being successful. I learned a lot, you know, in the
yeah,
beginning stages. So I didn't know, who my customers were. Yeah, I was getting support on the back end from family and friends, but you always know that support, that's what they gonna do. They
right,
family. So I started learning like my demographic and who was, I started testing the waters, and then the people, honestly, they just started coming to me. They started, feeling the vibe I was creating.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Your
started
vibe
running
attracts
through
your
my block looking
tribe.
for folks. All right. Hey, y'all, let me see who's out here right
I was
quick.
slanging them out the trunk too, like mixtapes.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, I did that too. I would have I had a what was I driving? I had some type of little SUV. I can't really remember, but I would do because I started out doing hip hop.
Okay.
And so I would take my shirts to the hustlers because the hustlers was paying. That's
All right.
who was spending the money, and so I would take me and my homegirl. I had 4 kids, so I had to get out
Hmm.
there and get it. I would take it and go to the hottest block in the city, and put out my shirts around, and they would come. I'd get out
Right.
there. I felt like I was a cute girl, so I get out there, and try to get it. And they would come, they would come, they would buy me out. Then they would ask me, about like getting stuff custom made and everything.
Right.
Okay, I see
That's
Miss
dope.
Sylvia,
I
pink,
love hip hop.
pink, pinks, pinks teas and things. Hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you
Hey, best
for
friend.
joining us. Let's see here. Miss Terry, how you doing? Thank you for coming on in. Big boy.
Big boy. What's up?
Yeah. Let's see here. So that's about
All
it
day. Go
right now.
Cowboys.
So yeah, so you got started. Then when you what made you get like on Etsy? Did you I mean, was it hard to getting started on Etsy, or was it is it an easy process? I just opened an Etsy store, so I don't know
Oh,
y'all.
okay. Etsy, honestly, in the beginning, I opened it and I didn't touch my store for like a year because I
Oh,
was like, this is too much. I don't know what to do, you know. and and like after a year of it sitting, and after me getting on YouTube, I don't know, I kind of started learning how to work it more, and learn how to post my listings, and get into, like, the algorithm and using certain tags and things on your
yeah.
posts to be seen. And yeah, I'm doing all right.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I checked out Etsy. I've had, so I really the same, pretty much the same thing with me, but I've never opened, like I just put literally a day or two ago open up Etsy, but it's to do sell my t-shirt calculator and other things like that. And so I might have
Right.
to reach out to you because a sister be struggling out here trying to get some stuff going. Um so what type of challenges did you face um when you let me back up before I go into that. So when you decided to get it, when you decided that printing was what you wanted to do, did
Hmm.
you what did you like as far as your name? How do you come up with your name?
Yeah, it's just something that kind of just naturally happened. YaDigg is something I would say at the end of my sentence a lot. And
Okay.
in my life, people, they ask me questions a lot. I don't know, I went to like different jobs, and people, when they see me, I guess I'm a mystery. I get a lot of questions. So
Okay.
I would talk to them. I just, YaDigg, and it kind of stuck. And one guy I worked with started calling me that. He was just like, YaDigg. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty cool. So that's what
yeah.
you ended up going with. So when you got started, what challenges did you face? What kind of challenges did you face when you first got started?
Oh, when I first got started was I lost money in the beginning. Um, just coming up with designs, learning different programs, getting customers,
Yeah.
yeah, dealing with just people in general.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, definitely getting customers in the beginning.
Definitely getting customers. So what type of printing you doing now?
I mainly do DTF and sublimation at the moment.
Okay, okay. So DTF and sublimation, both of those are hot. So kind of tell me
Mhm.
what's been your experience with sublimation, and then we'll talk about your experience with DTF, I guess.
um, right, love hate relationship with that DTF, but with the sublimation, that's gonna be my favorite. You know what I mean? Because I love to make socks. I love the way socks turn out. The things you can put on them, like you can
Right.
make cool socks. And sublimation is it's always been I always like how it dye. It's a dye, so I like how it dyes into things.
Yeah.
So sublimation is, even with the DTF printing, sublimation always gonna be my favorite. It's my old faithful, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you on that. Screen printing is my faithful, but I love sublimation because just that no feel. You don't
Right,
you don't feel any ink, and then you can do so much with it, especially if you're doing, like you said, like socks. You can do all over, on a heat press. I tell people if they doing like
right,
baby shirts and different small items. I like to do jewelry, and but I do mainly like when I'm sublimating. For me and my business, I'm not really sublimating on t-shirts. It's more of like promotional items that
right.
I'm sublimating on keychains and little small things like that I can, sell these companies and stuff. So I really like sublimation too. I hate that you can't, like me, and sublimating on like dark garments, trying to use the easy sublimate and stuff like that.
Right.
That's for the birds. So kind of tell me
Right.
about that. Let's talk about that DTF.
DTF. Um, down, just be okay. Let me. DTF is, like I said, it's a love hate relationship. Um, the fact, like you said, with the dark garments, the fact that you can print. on any type of garment, any color. That's
Yeah.
just it's amazing. But if you gonna go like the route I went with, like converting printers and everything like that, it's a lot of maintenance to it. It's a lot
Yeah.
of issues that may come up. You gotta know how to handle those issues. Yeah, you know what I mean, and that damage the printer. Um, and they do come up. Situations do come up. It's not
Yeah.
consistent as I want it to be.
Yeah, I think because it's such a new process with DTF. That's actually how I happen to be looking strolling through YouTube, and I found a video, and you were talking about your experience with DTF, and you was so freaking honest that it was like I
Right.
was like, man, I got to get your dig on her, and we got to talk and kick it up, because a lot of times, like, when people are getting started, and like, people come to me. I've been printing over 20 years, so people will come to me and they'll ask me, like, about things that happened when I started, and a lot of stuff I didn't forgot. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm like, yeah, I ain't
Right.
got no problems. But yeah, so when you decided to get into t-shirts and selling stuff, how did you go about finding, like, places to buy your shirts, like distributors and stuff like that?
Um, I started like joining a lot of Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of information from Facebook groups. I even got information from YouTube about different vendors and things like that. Then I just started ordering samples and getting different things because I like a particular feel. So I had to go through like different people, you know what I mean? And I get different things from different places because I'm really picky about that.
Right, right. Why you so picky?
Because I just, like I said, my like everything that I make or design is like is me. So I want you to feel how I feel in it too. Like I want you to have the
Right.
same experience. You did. Like we
You want
just
you
it is what
yeah,
it is.
you want your customers to have something nice, something really nice
Right.
that you yeah, I think that that's one of the mistakes that a lot of printers make. Um Printers, brands, they'll jump in. Like, I have printers that'll come, or different people who is trying to start a brand, and they'll
Hmm.
come to me, and they'll have a real cool design. It'll be awesome, and they'll put it on the wrong type of garment. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They'll be like, well, just put it on this old cheap shirt over here, and then we gonna. And I'll be like, you paying me all this money to print this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Step it up a little bit. So I think that's one of the mistakes that people make. Y'all, if y'all out there, go ahead and if you got some questions that y'all want to ask your dig or me or anything like that, go ahead and put that in the comments. But right now, y'all, I gotta pay some bills. I got sister
Right.
gotta pay some bills. So let me tell y'all, this video is sponsored by Koala. Koala Paper Company is the paper company that makes the sublimation paper, a sublimation paper. And this paper can go in your Rico printer, your Sawgrass printer, or your Epson printer. This paper is 125 grams, which means that you do not need to use butcher paper with it. And koala paper dries very fast, and so you do not get those skid marks on the paper. Now, I got a product code for y'all. Let me hit y'all with this product code. Got a lovely product code for y'all. Um, Use this code that's strolling at the bottom of the screen. Click that link and use code LA12, and you will get an extra 12% off of any product that you buy on the website. Now, let me tell y'all this. Put in every product code on the website you can. As you go to the website, you'll see code Xmas12. Put that in. Put my code in first, and then start putting in the other codes. Some products on the website will let you stack codes, and some products will not. So go on there and put it on there. I've done my job. All right, y'all. There we go. That's the
Nice.
for today. Let's see here. Okay, everybody got to pay bills, right?
I know that's right.
Everybody got to pay bills. We're gonna do a sublimation. I'm gonna do finish up actually tomorrow. Something no, I'm not gonna be tomorrow because tomorrow I'm gonna do a big screen print job. So it's gonna actually be on Sunday or Monday that I'm gonna do a video using this paper, using the A sub paper tomorrow. And I also forgot to tell you guys, not only can you do soft substrates, but you can also do hard substrates. So this paper is the one that I'm going to be using, print on aluminum and stuff like that tomorrow. Let's see what's going
Nice.
on over here in the comments. Big boy, let me drop down, make a jiggle for you.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right.
Turn up.
Hey, thank you, big boy. I see it up at the top. I sure do appreciate you, everybody. Everybody, we appreciate it. We sure do appreciate it. We sure do appreciate it. Let's see who else is up in the house.
Let
Miss,
me see if I can see the chat. Oh, here we go.
can you see the chat? Okay, there you go. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. Hey, Miss Arlene. Let's see here. Danielle, do y'all have any advice for anyone starting to embroider? You got any advice?
I don't. I need some myself because I too would like to get into embroidery.
So I am so I can't help you with the embroidery either because I don't embroider, I do sew. But I can tell you that that embroidery is the number one decorated uh type of decorated apparel. And as far as getting into it, it is embroidery is right at 23, 24 billion a year. So,
Sheesh.
and it's going up. It's going up. So I would definitely tell you, to jump into embroidery. I just bought an embroidery machine myself. But a good channel to watch would be the baby's booty. Is that what it's called?
Right.
Yeah, the baby. Go over
The
there.
baby's booty.
Yeah, go over
That's my
there.
girl.
And, I would go over there and watch her channel. Because that's who I've been watching, John. That's who I've been watching. I ain't embroidered not one thing yet, but I'm getting there.
Right.
I'm getting there. So, but yeah, I would go over there and watch that. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey.
Let's see, Heather. Hi, Heather. Let's see here. Danielle's working on getting a brother machine. Yeah, I just got a single head. I just got that single head embroidery machine. So you think you're gonna get into anything with embroidery?
I think I will. That's definitely gonna be something to do next year. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, she just purchased a machine. All right, y'all got any questions out there for you, Dig? I'm drawing a blank tonight, y'all. I'm really, really tired of my man. When I tell y'all, I got up like 10 minutes before the show, jumped in the shower, put a shirt on, and the rest of me was just not a nothing. I just jumped
Right.
on and said, I'm finna just come on here just like that. My husband walked in here and said, hold up, wait a minute. So yeah. Late nights, late night crafting with Stacy. Hello, hello.
What's up, Stacy?
Okay, y'all. So you dig what you want to talk about? Give me, help me out, help me out.
Nah,
What's your plans? So how was the COVID situation? Like, was how was that on business?
um, during COVID, I was still working a full time job, and I was still working, but work was slow, and my personal business picked up a lot more, and helped
Okay,
me,
okay,
connect that bridge into being just self employed, which I am
right.
now. So yeah, COVID it definitely raised the sales.
I'm hearing that a lot, that a lot of people during COVID ended up, things going on with the jobs and the businesses took off a lot
Right.
more. I think for me, my experience with COVID was online sales increasing. Like my online
Right.
sales like just jumped and just went through the roof.
Yeah.
Because
Folks was shopping.
yeah, people were shopping, and I think it
Hmm.
really ended up good for me because people who order bulk screen printing, those companies, they do not want to go online and shop, and
Hmm.
it made people who were used to coming in, worrying the mess out of you. It made those people really have to learn how to get online and order. And so,
Right.
like e-commerce, for those of y'all that's out there, e-commerce, that's the way to go. So, if you ain't got a website, you got to be online now. You got to get online, get on the website, get on Etsy, get on something. If you just got
Right.
a landing
Get
page
online.
or anything like that. Let's see here. Um, Danielle, tell me anything marketing.
Marketing. I do a lot of social media marketing, mostly. And I do participate in the Etsy ads as well on my Etsy shop. You can set a little budget and everything, which did help. But that's mainly all the marketing that I do right now. It's something that I have to work on though.
Yeah, you do social media like Facebook and Instagram and all of that.
Yeah, all that
Yeah,
TikTok.
I haven't for me, I Facebook ads, Facebook, Instagram, it just hasn't worked for me. And I guess it's just because I'm not doing, maybe it's because of what I'm doing. I'm geared more towards companies. And so it haven't worked for me. But my husband, Ken said he's a breeder and it working for him.
All right.
It worked for him. He go hard. He go hard on there. He put up 25
Okay,
$30
Ken.
ad and he winning. But I mean the thing about those ads is really like for him, if he puts up 25 $30 on there, he's selling 2,000, $3,000 bulldogs. So he making
Right.
his money. It's working for him. I know a few people that it's worked from. My daughter, she does those keychains.
Hmm.
So she does the ads and it really works for her. I'm actually getting ready to do a ad for my t-shirt calculator, which I keep saying that I'm gonna drop. I should have dropped it last week, but I had something happen and wasn't able to drop it. But I'm gonna do an ad on that. For me, as far as for me, Danielle, my number one way of marketing is going to be email marketing. It's gonna be email marketing, but it
Okay.
takes a while to get to email marketing. So, for example,
Hmm.
like how how you get people that place orders.
Hmm.
I turn around and I would turn around and target those people by setting up an email and sending them a targeted email when I have sales and things like that. Just kind of keep them on your mind. Sometimes
Right.
it's just like like hey, thank you, or like now it's Christmas, it could be an e-card for Christmas, and y'all can go on Canva and order a Christmas card. Dang, I should have had a product code for Canva.
Right. You done missed the opportunity.
Make these things make that money. I gotta start hitting those sponsorships, okay?
Right.
I gotta
Right.
start looking to make that money for y'all, right? Okay, let's see here. Besides Cricut app, what other applications do you use to design in?
Me personally, I do all my designing in Illustrator.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So why do you use Illustrator?
Honestly, it's just what I started with. When I first started doing research of different software to use, Illustrator caught my eye. It seemed more user friendly, and Photoshop kind of intimidated me. So I just started to learn Illustrator. So that's just been my go to.
Well, Illustrator is for y'all out there. Illustrator is the number one design program that's out there. Should have had a product code for that for you too.
Look, what we doing?
But yeah, Yeah, anybody that's designing, if you're serious about designing, you should be using Illustrator or using Corel Draw. Corel Draw is what I pretty much I teach and what I use. Both of them are vector-based programs, so both
Hmm.
very, very good programs. And I use it, but just like with Illustrator, you can do color separations, and so that's mainly why I use Corel.
Right.
Y'all hit that like button. Miss
Best
Chanel,
uni.
she loves Canva. Okay. Hmm. What John says, what kind of ink degrader do you use? Can you water it down and still have it work? I'm trying to reduce films. John, you're gonna have to tell us what type of print you're talking about.
Right.
You're gonna have to tell us, hit us and let us know what type of print you're talking about. I think you're talking about the plastisol inks, but I want to be sure because you don't do screen print, do you?
I don't. I
Okay,
don't
so
screen print.
if you're talking about the plastic, so okay, so you talking about screen print. So as far as ink degrader, you mean like, so what you want to use is an ink reducer. It's called a, you want to use a curable reducer in your ink. So if you're doing, but you got to be careful. Okay, you got to be careful. A lot of people will reduce their white ink when they're screen printing, but you need to, because white ink is so thick, that's the main ink that you would probably reduce because it's so thick. But when you add the reducer to your white ink, you just have to know that if you put too much, then you're gonna have, and you print your white ink's gonna come turn kind of gray. So I would only just put just a very, very little bit. And honestly, I don't really measure too much. Ken mixes all of that stuff in, but you have two different types of reducer. So you want to use the one that's the curable reducer, because what it does is it'll cure it, it'll come up out of the ink. But you can use that, but don't water your ink down, honey. Don't water your ink down, because you put some water in your ink, then you're gonna be done for it. Don't water the ink down. But the curable reducer, it'll stretch it out. Let's say really if you're using you only gonna put very little. It just depends on like how many shirts you're doing. If I'm doing 100 shirts, um, I'd probably take a cup of ink. Let's say maybe if you're doing 8 ounces, maybe 8 ounce to 1 ounce of the curable reducer, and that's really all you need. But the only thing you should be reducing is gonna be your white, unless you have like some opaque inks, like if you use the Union Max opaque inks, then you can reduce those too, especially if you're printing on like white garments or light garments, because they made to print on dark garments. You can use that to reduce that down. And I hope that answers your question. I
Dropping gems.
A company called ICC. It's International Coatings. They have a really good reducer that they use. Let's see here. Let me go through here. The best uni is in the house. Hello, hello.
Josephine.
Okay, let's see here. Talk about that plastisol. Okay. You got anything you want to hit them with you did?
No, I mean I appreciate everybody coming through to check me out and that. Um, I
I
just want
got
everybody to go over to run over there to that YouTube and like it, subscribe
yeah,
if you
yeah.
like.
What is the YouTube? What's Tell me that YouTube channel.
My YouTube is YaDigg Designs. I had to think about it because I changed it and I keep saying the old one.
Somebody put that in the if somebody can put that link in the comments
Drop
for us.
that link. Drop
Drop
that
that
link
link.
for me,
Drop
y'all.
that link down there for us, so we can have that down there in the comments. So let me ask. So do you so you say you print full time now?
Yes,
You print
ma'am.
full time now. So
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
print at home or you print in the shop? How's that work?
Right now I'm still printing from home.
Okay.
Um, the goal is to be in the shop, but it's working pretty good right now. I am outgrowing my space. I can't say that.
Okay.
So hopefully,
Okay.
Lord willing, I'll be in the shop soon.
All right, that give us something to talk about. So, like when you print from home,
Hmm.
um, so you're not dealing with people. Are you dealing with people that come there? Or are you just pretty much everything?
Um, well, yeah, I do a lot of local sales. Nobody like comes like in my home, but I do offer like pickup. But no, I don't deal with people like if I was at a shop, they come in and out, and then a lot of
Right.
my stuff is just like inbox situation.
There we go, y'all. There we go. There go that.
Thank
There go
you.
your digs. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, for me, I had a situation. So like now, this is my home. This is a room in my house when we had when COVID hit. Then I had to move everything here because the governor shut us down. So
Hmm.
we couldn't work, we couldn't make money, and I had like $6,000 a month overhead on rent and stuff like that. And so I just made the decision to move everything home and then put the machines and stuff in my father's house and run it from there, which actually ended up working out great for me.
Oh,
I started printing. Well, I didn't start printing from home, but at one point I came home and then I would go back and forth and back and forth. And so I really like the home thing. I think I'm gonna actually build a building behind my dad's house, and I think that may be what I do, or I may end up opening up a retail spot. I'm really not.
right. That's nice though. That's what I would prefer. Like you said, to have a home and then have a building behind it
Yeah,
versus going into the retail.
yeah.
That's a
Pre
dope idea.
man, pre-COVID, you could get those because we used to have me and Ken. We used to have a building. We had like a 20 by 15. You used to be able to get those buildings, and you could lease them to own, and they was real cheap. I mean, you could get it for like 200-300 bucks a month. Now
Right.
the price of wood is high as heck.
Hmm.
Everything is super high now. What's up, Miss Carmen? What's up? Hey, hey, how you
Hey, hey.
doing? How you doing? Danielle, how do you convert from doing small custom prints here and there to getting business jobs? You gonna answer that? You want me to answer that?
Um, I think you work with a little bit more businesses than I do.
Okay, okay. So for me, when I decided that I wanted to go after businesses, the first thing I did back in the day was I used to make flyers, and I used to hit that pavement. I would make flyers with like a special that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say like it's winter time now, I would do a hoodie deal, like a
Mm-hmm.
one or two color hoodie deal, and I may put like a cap to it or whatever, or a t-shirt deal for your business. And I would target specific businesses, like whether if it's a janitorial company that I'm targeting nothing but janitorial services. If I'm targeting restaurants, I'm targeting nothing but restaurants. So I would actually go into places, and I started out hitting the mom and pop shops. And um originally, when I started doing it, I was making my own designs. That was when I was making my own designs. And so I would go to mom and pop clothing stores, and I would start putting my stuff in there. And sometimes, you got designs and stuff, and people haven't heard of you. So
Mm-hmm.
I come from a background of being in the wholesale retail, where like you selling to big buyers or buying from different corporations and selling. So I was familiar with like how you package and sell, and with consignments, putting your stuff in shops on consignment. So a lot of times, if a customer, if I couldn't get that client, I would tell them, well, hey, let me put 12 pieces up in here. So I would put stuff in their shop. We would set a price, and then it would sell, and I would go back and get my money. I would figure out what didn't sell, and if a certain, like, I would come up once a week I would come up with 5 designs. And out of those 5 designs, whatever didn't sell good, I wouldn't restock it. So I did seasonal stuff. Like I would come up with my stuff and then I put it out there,
Mm,
sell so many, and then it would be gone. Then I ended up getting into selling to companies. And the reason I wanted
mm,
to sell to companies is because it became too much trying to figure out this design, that design. And I wanted more money, more money, more money. And
mhm,
so I got into screen printing. And when you get into screen printing, you can't really screen print one shirt, or you just gonna be spinning your wheels. So that's when you really gotta just step it up. So I started marketing to companies, and then I got on Google. And once I got on Google, instead of me making all the phone calls, my phone started to ring. So when I got
mm.
on Google, back then I was putting in keywords in my website. I am a website. Back then I was hip hop print shop,
Nice.
hiphopprintshop.com. So I would put keywords in the bottom of my website, like custom t-shirts, Dallas, Pleasant Grove, all the different areas that I was in, and then family reunions, hip hop tees, stuff like that. I would put it in the bottom of my website, and the back of my website was white. So I would make the text white so that people couldn't see the keywords that I was putting in there that was coming up. And so it started
Nice.
making me come up. It started making me come up in search, and I was getting businesses, but I wasn't getting. I was hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And I was trying to convert over. So I ended
Mhm.
up, I had to figure out a name, and I ain't had time to figure out a name, so I just said, "Hey, I'm the T-shirt shop," which was THA, the T-shirt shop. And then as time passed by, because the T-shirt shop was to let them know that I was still hood, and that was my
Mhm.
and then um, as I got bigger, I just ended up changing to T-shirt shop Dallas because it was just easy, and I would just say I'm T-shirt shop Dallas, and then I right now I got T-shirt shop Dallas and Dallas T-shirts. So it just kind of evolved, from there. But
Nice.
start out like now you don't have to do that because now everybody's online. You don't have to do it the way that I did it. Right now, if in today's day and age, I would tell you figure out what type of printing that you're good at, figure out what type of businesses that you want, how much. Like for me, is I had to figure out, okay, is my biggest profit at 12 shirts? Is it at 100 shirts, at 500 shirts, at 1,000 shirts? Because I'm not the biggest printer, right? So when you get into it's levels to the t-shirt game. So when you get into screen printing, it's a lot of big companies, like these big contract companies. They print 500, 1,000, 2,000 shirts. They gonna print it for 40 cents a print, right? They may not, they wholesale rate may start at 72 pieces. So for me, I figured out that my my bread and butter spot is at 100 pieces, between 100 and 500 pieces. That's where I can compete good. And then I try to push things that I like to do, and that's gonna really make the money. So for me, it's 1 and 2 color screen print jobs. But I had to do, before I start getting comfortable with doing 1 and 2 color screen print jobs, I really had to do a lot of simulated process work, like full color detail, because it wasn't too many. It's not too many printers in Dallas that do that. So I had to do all the bullshit, all the
Mhm.
all the jobs that everybody else didn't want. I was taking on
Mhm.
jobs, but in the end, you take on the stuff that nobody else wanted, and your name get out there, and it's like she bad. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
She a boss.
So that's how I ended up getting into it. Let's see here. Big Boy Prince.
Big boy.
There go one for you right there.
What made you want to get into DTL? Good question, big boy. Look at you. You can tell you're an interviewer yourself, sir. I see what you're doing. But but what made me want to get into DTF was just I had a lot of customers that wanted the full color designs, and they didn't want them on the white shirts, the polyester shirts, and they just want a different form of printing. So it was a good way to print on these dark colors, full color. Yeah, and now I love it. DTF is the results when it's working good. It's a good feeling to produce these images, especially when you come from cutting vinyl. Which I still do. I'm not sleeping on vinyl or hating on vinyl because I mean that's bread and
Yeah,
butter too.
yeah,
But yeah, that's what it is.
yeah. I love me a good vinyl, but I don't like when it comes to like layering all the colors. I think like for just printers all over, the key is everybody wants to be able to print on. The whole goal is to be able to print on a black shirt. Probably 85% of the shirts that we do are gonna be dark colors. Um,
Hmm.
and so everybody wants to be able to print, on a black shirt. I think once right now with DTF, with it just being so new, you have to work out the kinks.
Right.
But like you said, when it works, when it works for you, it works for you. Y'all got any more questions out there? Let's see
Yeah,
here.
y'all get them in. Think my phone gonna
Google
die.
for you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Carmen. That's what I do is I let Google work for me, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. So I am Latonna Robinson, the lady print boss. If you need any type of consulting or anything like that, nobody does it like I do it. Okay. So y'all can just Google me. It speaks for itself. There you go.
All right, I
And
love
make
it.
sure y'all go check out Impressions Magazine and give them a hit sponsor out there right quick. Just throw that out there. Go check out Impressions Magazine and you can see any articles that I have contributed to by just putting my name off in the search bar. All right, y'all. So let me say hi to Magic. How you doing? How you
What's
doing?
going on, Magic?
Okay, so we said we was gonna keep it short and simple tonight. You dig? Let me ask you one last question before your phone go
Yes,
dead
man.
and let you get up.
Right. Sorry.
What's in the future for you?
What's in the future for me? I hope just continue to grow my brand. I pray for just good health, good wealth in the future, and just continue to, help people along their journey. And I'm gonna keep sharing my journey. Good
That's
vibes
right.
only.
That's right. Only good vibes. Shake them haters off.
Edie. I
All
know
right,
that's right.
we gonna get up off of here. Good night.
Appreciate y'all.
All
Out
right,
like a
thank
light.
you. Thank you. Make sure y'all like and make sure y'all go over there to your digs channel. Baby, she jumped out for here quick on me.